is the first video of a series that I have coming out regarding ingredients and what I've personally learned on my journey that I've recently embarked on, which is just transitioning to a cleaner lifestyle, a more greener, cleaner lifestyle, and keeping conscious of how the things that I use on my body affect not only myself, but the planet in general. So this is new to me, and like I told you guys before, I am educating myself, and through that journey, I want to be able to educate you as well, if you so choose to participate. There will be some challenges that I have going on where I will be, after this video, going into my own bathroom and pantries, and I will be taking some things that I have and looking through the ingredients list and seeing how harmful or toxic they are, and just replacing them and finding alternatives for them. So anyways, but in this video, we're gonna talk about the top 5 harmful ingredients in skincare. So if you would like to learn a little bit more about that, stay tuned. So as many of you may know, the skin is the largest organ in our body. So as you imagine, what you put on that skin, well, can be absorbed or penetrated, which is a very, very popular debate out right now. When you go and you look into it and you find out like how harmful is it really what you're putting on your skin, there's like this big gap, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that there's a lot of research that have been done, and I've looked through, you know, medical journals and whatnot, and what I find is that it's like this give or take. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It all depends on the ingredients that you're actually using. And there's a difference between penetration and absorption. So penetration can have a lot to do with the fact of what you put on your skin and it traveling to the outermost layer of the skin. So how skin works is there's about 3 layers. I was like 2, 3 layers. And the top layer is the dermis, or the stratum corneum. The second layer is the dermis, and the third layer is the hypodermis, or the subcutaneous layer. I need to have faded out on that one. So on that bottom level is where the adipose tissue, and you have the important veins that can travel blood throughout your whole entire body. And what they're saying is how much can the products that you put on your skin penetrate down into that level. So here's what my research has found. So they say 60 to 70% of what you put on your skin is absorbed, but that number varies depending on ingredient by ingredient. And what I have found in my research basically is that what you put on your skin may travel only to the first or second layer, and that is penetrating. So a lot of our skincare products, that they're supposed to only penetrate to that level, but there are other ingredients that you can put on your skin that will travel to the adipose tissue and live there, because the molecules are kind of big and they can just stay in that tissue and just wreak its own havoc on your body, or it will be absorbed into the bloodstream and carried throughout your whole entire body. Now, with that being said, what are we putting on our bodies? How many of you are really looking at the back of every single thing you purchase and finding out what is in there? So what I decided to do was I said, I'm gonna make a video on the top 5 that I find the most prevalent out in the market that are actually harmful, and why. So let's start with the first. Sodium lauryl sulfite. Or SLES, as sometimes it can be named. I'll also include some other names either down below in the description, or somewhere in this screen you'll find it. But sodium lauryl sulfite is something that I've known about for a very long time, and I tried as best as I could before when I was purchasing things to avoid it, but it is in everything. It's in your toothpaste, it is in your cleansers, your body wash. It's a cleaning agent, so anything that is supposed to, you know, serve that function, you'll probably find sodium lauryl sulfite there. And it's pretty high up on the ingredients list at that. Sodium lauryl sulfite has been found to be a skin irritant along with causing organ toxicity. So why do they allow it? It's unsafe in Canada, But here in America, it is sold pretty much in everything, like I said, even household cleaning products, which I'm less concerned with it there than I am with it on my body. So for that reason, also sodium lauryl sulfite for your skin is just shit. I'll tell you why. This was an ingredient that I knew about years ago because when I was in beauty school and being an esthetician, I understood the roles that, you know, water and lipids or oils play as a function in the skin. So what happens is when you use sodium lauryl sulfite, it completely strips the skin of its natural lipids or oils, leaving it completely vulnerable to environmental stressors. And what happens is if you take, let's say that this is the oil and this is the water is keeping that oil in. You take away the natural oils, the water is left to be absorbed into the atmosphere, drawing it out of your skin, and now you are dehydrated and you're lacking oil in your skin on top of it all. So this can affect people who are oily skin, because you can still have oily skin and dehydrated skin, and this is especially people who have dry skin, because you need your oils and you need your hydration. So sodium lauryl sulfite is no friend to anyone who is looking to have moisture and, you know, their natural oil content in their skin. It's highly stripping to the skin, so do yourself a favor and avoid it. Hydroquinone. This ingredient is found in cleansers, in creams and lotions, as well as nail top coat. Really odd that it's there, but it is. And this particular ingredient is used to lighten the skin, basically. So if you're someone who has hyperpigmentation, sunspots, or any other skin conditions that you're trying to just pretty much lighten your skin, this can be used. And it's something that actually dermatologists recommend, which I find a little frustrating because I've known about this as an esthetician for many years, and every time a client would come to me and they had, you know, uneven skin or hyperpigmentation that they wanted to correct, they would tell me that their dermatologist recommended that, and I'd be like, no, there's so many other alternative ingredients and methods and ways that you can handle that skin condition or treatment that you can do to alleviate hyperpigmentation. But this particular ingredient is banned in the European Union. It is also restricted in Canada, but somehow in America, we can use it. That just blows my mind, because this particular ingredient is known to cause cancer. It also leads to organ toxicity, as well as respiratory and irritation. So yeah, this one is like, ugh. If you have issues with hyperpigmentation, there's so many different ones. I will do a video on hyperpigmentation and natural ingredients that you can use to treat it. Parabens. Ooh. I feel like so many of us know about parabens, but if you are some of the few who don't, and you probably don't know what parabens are, but you'll notice that a lot of products nowadays are paraben free. Why? Because parabens are a nasty preservative. It's cheap, and you only need a small amount of it to actually preserve whatever you're trying to do. So why wouldn't companies want to use something that's cheap and you only need to use a little bit to actually do the function that they're looking for? So, which also leads me to tell you that other natural products that, you know, have to use alternative preservatives may actually boost up the price of the product because it costs more to make. Side note. So anyhow, parabens can be found in the list. Makeup, it could be found in any of your skincare, lotions, pretty much anything that they want to preserve that can spoil and increase shelf life, right? And once again, the name should be rolling through here, the different names, because anything that ends, doesn't matter what it starts with, if the end of the word is paraben to it, it's a paraben. So yeah, stay away from those. Health concerns, it runs the gamut. You're looking at cancer, you're looking at reproductive disorder, you're looking at hormone disruption, you're looking at, what do I have here? Development and skin cancer. But let's back it up to hormone disruptors, because I think that this is really important. this is not just about teens and their hormones or menopause and their hormones. This is about everybody in between, because our hormones play such a large function in our mental mental health. It plays a function in our ability to lose weight. It plays a function in pretty much diseases, anything else. The actual health of your body is determined in your hormones. So if you have an ingredient in there that you're putting on there, multiple products that you're putting on your skin that has parabens, think about what that's doing eventually. How far is it penetrating or absorbing into your skin? Is it in the bloodstream, or is it in the tissue, increasing toxicity in the body, leading to other ailments? This one is a nasty one, guys, and if you can, if there's any ingredient that I would say to, aside from soda and sulfite, I'm really anti that, but parabens in general, I would avoid them at all costs. Definitely look, and if you're looking for an ingredient on that list, strike that one as a no-no. Oxybenzone. It's found in sunscreens, and that's pretty much its main function, is to, block the UVA, UVB sun rays. It's a chemical ingredient, and it joins the ranks of many other chemical ingredients found in sunscreens. I personally do not use chemical sunscreens. I prefer physical sunscreens that have the ingredients of zinc oxide and or titanium dioxide, which has its own controversy. But if you take away physical and chemicals, what else is there left to protect yourself from the sun? So oxybenzone is linked to a whole host of just nasty health concerns like cancer, reproductive disorders, endocrine disruptor, hormonal disruptor, organ toxicity, backing it up, reproductive and development disorder. So to me, this is interesting because this is something that they allow in our products. But when we go to the beach and we take our children, what are we putting on them? What are they always telling us that we have to protect our children and protect ourselves from skin cancer? Is sunscreen. So I have a child, right? My son, actually, I do have a child. He's 7 years old. And I'm gonna put on something that is supposed to protect him from the sun, to protect him from getting cancer, with an ingredient that is linked to cancer and development disorders. And this is legal? I'm so shocked in my learning of the things that we put on our body that are harmful and that they actually allow to happen. Blows my mind. It does. So oxybenzone's out. Other alternative sunscreens in. So the last of the top 5 ingredients is phthalates. Yes, phthalates is a salt. It's something that they put into makeup, fragrance, lotions, creams. I mean, phthalates are everywhere, guys. Now, a lot of companies have taken note that people are becoming more conscious of the things that they're putting on themselves. So they're like, phthalate free. Go look, you'll see a lot of ingredients a lot of products are starting to be like phthalates free, along with paraben free and things like that. But I'm amazed by how much of it is still allowed to be in the market for as toxic as it is. It's actually considered a carcinogen, and it is, get this, banned in South Korea, China, European Union, Canada. Where else? Where else, guys? Hold on. Where else? Because this thing was, no, I got all of them. Japan. I'm excluding Japan. They are banned from those countries, but not in America. To me, if a country, that many of them, are banning an ingredient because it's found to be harmful, shouldn't we take a look as to why is it that, what is it, what are we excluded from that? That, to me, is a red flag. So, it's a carcinogen linked to a whole host of other health concerns such as cancer, such as reproductive toxicity. Let's see what else. An endocrine disruptor and development. Crazy, right? I know. You guys, since I've been taking this journey, I am so like dumbfounded by the things that I'm just like, I did not know. I did not know. But I do know now, and that's why we're here. This is why we're doing it. So, this leads me to another bonus, I don't want to say a bonus, but a little extra that I had to throw in here, and I didn't want to label it as the top 5, even though you will find it in almost every ingredient you put on your face or body and even your hair, which is fragrance. And the reason why I didn't want to list it as a top 5, which I really did want to, is because fragrance is a yes or no. It can be toxic to you. Fragrance, so there's this law that they made where fragrance is one of the things that they don't have to disclose what's in it. So this is a loophole that companies can use so that they don't have to disclose their trade secrets, but they're able to put pretty much anything underneath there if it's listed under fragrance. This includes phthalates. That's why I'm adding it. Because when you see something that says fragrance or perfume or aroma, you don't necessarily know what it is in there, but it can have, there's about, according to the EWG, which is the Environmental Working Group, by the way, check out their website. I will link it down below because you can punch in any of the ingredients that are listed on your products and find out what is the toxicity level and what is its function and, you know, what is it doing for you or working against you actually. And that's how I found out also about fragrance and phthalates being in there. So yeah, I try to, but I'm really torn because I try to avoid fragrance, but sometimes companies will list that their fragrance are essential oils or are natural fragrances, but they don't necessarily have to disclose this on many others. So there are 30, I believe 3,100 that EWG listed as potential ingredients that you can use under the label fragrance. That is crazy. So they can pretty much stick anything that they want in there, label it fragrance, and you don't even know how toxic it is. So yes, I've been having a hard time finding products that don't have fragrance in it, unless it's natural fragrance. And to me, it's kind of, it's a little hard because even organic or natural products have fragrance listed and I don't quite know what it is. So companies out there, please disclose what is under your fragrance or if your fragrance is naturally derived, because I'm trying not to buy that. So yes, guys, that is my list. That is the top 5 with a little extra at the end. And if you guys can, you know, write down below in the comments and let me know other ingredients that you have found that I did not include to be harmful, that you've done your own research in. Because like I said, this is a journey that we're taking together because I don't know it all, but I want to educate myself because, you know, I want to protect myself, I want to protect my family, and I want to be conscious of the environment. So this is why I'm doing it. Anyhow, guys, the next video I'm going to be uploading after this will be when I go in and I will take some products that I'm taking a few products that I find in my bathroom. Like I said, I usually do natural stuff and I want to stack it up, do the ingredients, and find out exactly what's in my products. So, and I'll be inviting you guys to do the same. So with that being said, guys, I will see you next time. Let me know what you guys think about this journey that I'm taking. Let me know about your feedback regarding your own journey that you're taking. I love to hear people who are embarking on the same one and seeing if this is a conscious lifestyle that you're choosing for yourself and for your family. I love to hear about it. So with that being said, ciao. Oh, wait, back it up. I know that I'm supposed to say like, comment, and share, right? All right. Bye, guys.